What I've done isn't anything spectacular. Everyone has the ability to do what I've done, but I'm excited to talk about it and talk about service because I think that's super important and awesome that your school is talking about helping other people. So many of you or some of you have read the book A Long Walk to Water, right? Maybe some of you are reading it aloud in class or have heard of it, maybe a little bit. But in the story, you get to hear about people who are refugees who have to leave their home because of violence or different bad things that go on in their country, and they have to leave, and a lot of times they have to leave everything behind. And you also get to hear about the struggles with clean water that people all around the world face, and the problems that come with when you don't have clean water, and how girls a lot of times don't get to go to school because they're getting the water and everything. So when you hear stories like that, it kind of opens your eyes a little bit. You're surprised that something that bad could be going on for someone else. And knowing about those things is good because usually that drives you to want to go and do something to help people that are going through something bad. When I was 7 years old, I had one of those eye-opening experiences, and it wasn't from a book, but it was from my Auntie Pam. Told you a bit about it already, but my two younger sisters are adopted from the Congo in the center of Africa, and when I was 7 and 8, I started hearing about all the pretty bad things that were going on there, about the millions of children who were in orphanages, but how at those orphanages there was not access to clean water, like you hear about in the book, or the kids were getting 1 meal a day, or they weren't able to go to school. And I think a lot of times when you hear something like that, you don't feel angry, but you know that feeling where like, how could this be happening in the world? Has anyone ever heard about something bad going on? And you think, how could this be happening? Like, this is so sad. But it makes you want to do something about it. So I started to try to do something about it. So when I was 7, I started my charity. It's called Hope for All. And the way it worked when I was that young was I started making hair bows and selling them, and the money that I made went to the different orphanages to help buy the kids food, or to help sponsor girls to go to school there. And you can see in the corner those hair bows, that was what I started to make. They weren't great, I'll admit that. I wasn't the best at making hair bows, but people still bought them because they believed in the message and where the money was going. The money was going to those orphanages. So I started selling them to kids in my neighborhood. A few stores nearby let me sell them in their stores, so that was able to get a bit of money. And then I continued as I got older to change the ways that I was fundraising. So instead of making the hair bows, now, have you guys ever seen those type of big white shells like that before? Right? Yeah, in like Cape Cod and different places. So I take those and I decorate those, and I sell them at a few stores down in Cape Cod and different areas. And then I also realized that I love singing. I've always loved singing and playing the guitar, but I started to learn about street performing. Have you guys ever seen in Boston or different places people street performing? Yeah, where they're playing a guitar or dancing or singing, and they have a jar out to collect money for it. So if you're walking by and you like it, and you give them some money. But I started street performing for the past few years. I started doing it with my dad when I was younger, and now I do it alone. And I just put out a bucket that says on the front, all money goes to, depending on the project I'm working on at that time, helping girls in the Congo go to school. And people are really, really nice about it. That's what I've learned. People who sometimes I least expected, a kid who will be my age will come and drop money in. So that's been a really fun way of fundraising. And then also I'm working on making a website right now, and you can see that in that picture in the middle. But I'm working on making a website because I think that we all have this awesome opportunity with the internet where we can reach so many people. So hopefully that website will help a little bit with raising more money.
Service to me means to give back and to care.
What service means to me is to help others when they need help.
What service means to me is giving people help when they need it.
Service is about giving back to your community and helping others.
What service means to me is doing the tiniest little good thing and making an impact on the earth and making it just a little bit better.
I think service means to do an act of kindness for others, like helping them up or giving food to the poor or giving money.
What service means to me is doing things to help people, not because somebody told you to, but because they need help.
What service means to me is putting others before yourself.
Service is something that we do to help others. Service means to me is helping others and seeing what you could do for others.
Service means making a better place in the world and changing the environment so it's clean and a loving place for everyone.
To me, service means helping other people in their time of need.
I think service means is an act of kindness that is giving to people that don't have it.
Service is a good deed that everyone should do. Many people fight for our country and do loads of service, and we always should thank them.
Service means to me helping others and making a difference in the world.
You can provide service to others by helping somebody, by just giving them a blanket. And you can also provide service to others by just helping them up and being their friend.
Service to me is as simple as helping an elderly person cross the street.
I could do service by helping someone cross the street. I could do service by being kind to someone. I could do service by thanking everyone and doing what they ask me to do and listening to my teacher.
I can serve others by joining the Conservation Club and helping my community.
I would like to help kids in need that never had Christmas before and give them my presents. And I wouldn't want anything in return because I'm helpful service.
Service is helping the community, and I'm in the Conservation Club, and we are trying to help the environment, and we are trying to help the community in any way we can.
I can provide service by sharing with other people. I can provide service to others by giving the poor clothing and helping other people or cleaning up the world, doing service for other people. Service to me is helping the community in their time of need, like cleaning up garbage off the street or helping someone cross the street.
Give out money to the poor for them to eat, give them clothes, bring money to charities that are in need.
Well, I'm in a Girl Scouts and I make sandwiches for homeless people, and when I give it to them, they feel really happy because they cry happy tears because they are so thankful what you could do. And this is just a little example of what you could do to help shelterless people. And it's very little to do, and it's very simple.
What I would do for service is I would give poor people lots of money, give them clothes, make cards for them. I would buy combs, brushes, barrettes, and hairspray, and I would make food for them. And if they have children or not, I would give them food that would last for weeks, days, or months. I can provide service is I can give socks and sandwiches to the homeless and things that they don't have.
I can serve others by donating money to restore a well in Sudan.
You can do service by helping others, like
going to a homeless shelter or in helping out there, or serving food to the homeless in one of those shelters. It's those little things that can help you and help do service.
I can show service by loving and caring for others.